Poke! Don't fall! One! Come on, Elise!
Sonic, what do you think you're going, you mother?
Oh boy, time to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. Technically, I've talked about this franchise before, but one, that was a movie, and two, it was in a collection video, so no one watched it. So yes, this is my first real review of a Sonic game, specifically a Sonic racing game, which is a spin-off series that I have a little history with. Excluding this game, I've only ever played Sonic and All-Stars Racing on the Xbox 360. A big talking point surrounding this game is just how superior it is to Mario Kart World, and I was curious as to what I would think of it as one of the few people who actually liked that game. So, what did I think of it? Well, let's answer that question and get right into Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I'll lay all the cards on the table right now. Comparing Crossworlds to World is tricky. Overall, I'd consider Mario Kart to be the more polished game, with tighter controls when compared to Sonic's looser-feeling gameplay and vibrant and expressive animations for even minor characters like a Goomba, whereas Sonic Racing's animations all look like they belong in bowling alleys. That being said, I'd also say that Sonic Racing Crossworlds was the more consistent of the two games, with Mario Kart's weird voting system and boring open world making it harder to jump in for a quick game. Sonic Racing also has the more appealing gimmick to me, that being the Crossworlds. Each race is split into the usual 3 laps, with the second lap teleporting you to a totally different track, using an almost seamless transition through a portal. That's genius, and on top of that, there's a blend of RNG and skill attached to this mechanic. On the second lap, the player in first has the choice of teleporting everyone to either a predetermined or random track. It adds the random element of which tracks will be available, but also has skill involved with you wanting to be first so you can have some agency as to where you and the other players will go. Comparing this to Mario Kart's gimmick of a flat open world with copy-pasted missions, there's no contest as to which one is more intriguing. The visuals are hit and miss for me. Like I said, Sonic and his pals all animate like you just got a strike with fitting voice lines to boot, but all the tracks themselves are absolutely gorgeous. Psst, these next 2 bits aren't really complaints, but just nitpicks I have with the game. The music is, well, it's Sonic music, so yeah, as expected, almost every song is a bop. I say almost because when I first loaded up the game, I watched the opening cutscene and laughed for like a minute straight at the absurd lyrics. And now, dear viewer, allow me to enlighten your ears with some of these lyrics. Here we go, time to blow, here we go, fast like whoa. Set your goals, steal their souls. I guess Shadow wrote that one. You get the point. I've seen several individuals online say the song's lyrics sound AI generated, and while I do agree it sounds that way, I don't think it actually is. It just sucks. But what about the single player? Well, I didn't really engage with the single player, probably because of this game's other new feature being the rival system. In single player Grand Prix, you'll be assigned a rival, who you'll have to beat. If you beat them, then you get rewards. This is a fine idea to add some incentive to replay the Grand Prix rather than the usual gold cup them all and move on, but while playing it, I kept thinking, man, I wish I could just play the game without having to worry about the rival system, but the only way to do that is in multiplayer. You can't turn off the rivals. Okay, out of the nitpicks, back to the critiques. Like I said at the start, the controls feel really loose, and drifting isn't as satisfying as I want it to be, even using a high handling build. The controls are still manageable, like they work, but they definitely need some tightening up. Kinda felt like I was playing one of those arcade racers where the steering wheels always seem a little broken and oversensitive, or is that just the arcades I go to? One more thing before we wrap this video up. The trick system. Why don't more games do this? Hitting Tony Hawk style combos after tricking off a ramp is so intuitive and fun, and to my knowledge, the only games that use this are the Sonic Racing games and the surprisingly good Cars tie-in games. Basically, I want to see more kart racers do this. In summary, my answer to the question of is this game better than Mario Kart World is, it depends. I think I overall liked my time with Mario Kart more, but I'll probably come back to Crossworlds more often. I'd definitely recommend most people play this game over Mario Kart, mainly because you don't have to pay $500 for this one, but also because it's way more approachable in nature. It's exactly what you expect it to be. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. That's all I got for now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that bell icon to be notified for whenever I make a new video. The next review should be Tron Ares, so if you're interested in that, or interested in supporting the channel more, then turn on notifications and check out my other videos. Okay, that's it. Bye.